Alrighty. And week 10 is underway. How you doing, guys? Just gonna get a sound check, mic check here real quick. I think I'm all set. Gonna make sure cameras don't want to trip on that. All right. Get my handy dandy timer going, and then we can get started. Oh, almost forgot. Very first thing, first order of business. Give me just 1 second. Sorry for anyone who's out there watching me fumble right now. All right. So guys, as you know, if you've been here before, my name is Adam Fox. I am 1/3 Connected CHS, Connected Community Health Support. With 2 partners, Seth Spicer and Jacob Carroll. We are here offering you guys free virtual bodyweight exercise programming 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Seth Spicer does the 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. Jacob Carroll does the 11:30 to 12:30, and myself, yours truly, does the 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. Or at night, excuse me. I'm not waking up that early. I love you guys and everything, but I'm definitely not waking up that early. Remember, this is day 10 of week 4. We're starting a new part of the program today, a new week. So a couple different new movements. The work-rest ratio is going to be 30-30 this week, but I'll get to all that in a second. Remember, if you miss any of the videos, you can always go back on Facebook and watch them. They're all saved and recorded there, as well as on our Twitch account and YouTube. So very first thing I want to touch on before I get to my whole spiel. This week, all of our videos are in support of One Love and the Yards for Yeardley movement. So this is a thing that SUNY Cortland is hosting. It's a movement challenge to raise awareness to prevent relationship violence. And One Love educates young people about healthy and unhealthy relationships and empower them to identify and avoid abuse and learn how to love better. So basically, trying to give you guys some tips just to be self-aware of like something that may turn into a toxic relationship, or ways to kind of get yourself out of a domestic abuse type of relationship. So there is the link that is in the description of this video. And if you guys share your own movement videos or this video with the link and the hashtag #MoveForLove, you guys can help the cause. And if you send us a message at connectedchs30@gmail.com or at any of our socials saying that you either followed along with our exercise program today, or you went out and covered some yard yourself, via walking, running, biking, swimming, anything that, you can accumulate some mileage doing or some yards, we'll give you a shout out in one of our live videos, either on Wednesday, Friday, or next Monday, in the name of One Love and Yards for Yeardley. All right. So now I got that out of the way. And if you guys have any questions about that, please don't feel afraid to comment in or shoot us a private message, and we'll talk to you guys more about that in the upcoming days. We're gonna get some posts out there about it as well. So just trying to raise some awareness. But for today, as always, we are here eliminating the barriers to exercise, because we know you guys don't like the gyms, or some people don't like gyms. I know I'm not a huge fan, even though I work in one sometimes, still not a huge fan of it. Or maybe you just don't like, the stigma, or you're very apprehensive of going to a gym and paying that top dollar fee for the gym memberships. And we totally understand that. So whether you're a beginner or you're more of an expert, say you're a beginner just trying to lose some weight and get some good movement in, we're here for you. You want to be that outlet. And same thing on the other end of the spectrum. If you're more of a advanced mover, if you'd like to say, and you guys need some active recovery, some cool down, some warm up, we can be here for you too. Because it's not just about, the weight loss aspect, because that is what we pride ourselves on here, but we also are for everyone. So say, like I said, if you're an athlete, you're trying to get some active recovery, or if you want to use this as a warm up to your workout, that's totally fine. Or if this is your workout, totally fine either way. We're trying to accommodate for everybody, because we do believe that health and fitness should be accessible to everyone, regardless of how much money you make, regardless of your ability to get to the gym, or regardless if you have weights or equipment at your house. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hit them in the chat, like I said, or message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitch. And I guess you can message us on YouTube, not really. But Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or Twitter at ConnectedCHS. So as always, before you guys start this program, if you're just joining us, if you have any questions or concerns about exercise, please go talk to a physician. Make sure you get that referral and that clearance first, just because we want to make sure there's no underlying health issues that might sprout up while doing this workout. There shouldn't be, but just in case. And today, as always, all you need is just a little room, 8x8 space. All the exercises, like you guys know, they're all modifiable. If you want something a little bit harder, a little bit easier, I can make on the fly adjustments for you. Remember, burn is good and pain is bad. So I just want you guys to remember that during this. Feel any pain, cut it out like a bad X. Get it out of here. Don't want you doing that movement anymore. So today's workout, like I said, it's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be a 3-minute warm-up and a 3-minute cool down. All 8 exercises ran through 3 times, so 1 through 8. Run it back 3 times in a row. The work to rest today is back to 30-30. So this is a deload week. So we dropped the duration back to 30-30, and it's going to be getting progressively harder from here as we move on. But this is your 1 week to kind of get back acclimated again, bring you down a little bit. And the next week, we're going to go back up a little bit harder duration and some movement. So, all right, I think I got everything out of the way. Sorry for that little bit of a longer intro, but without further ado, let's get started, baby. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do today, let me full screen this so I can see all you beautiful people in your comments and whatnot. There we go. So first thing we're going to get started with today, I'm going to change my camera. My apologies, guys. All right, now, first thing we're going to get started with are just some hip openers. So open and close that gate just like so. And remember, if this is a little bit too difficult, grab onto your trusty friend, the wall. It's always going to be there to support you unless there's a fire or you start breaking down the wall. Don't do either of those things. Switch over to the other side now. And if you can only get the leg up to right here and bring it back, that's totally fine. Just work within whatever your range of motion is, because that's what's really important, is trying to get you guys into your own range of motion, improve upon that range of motion. All right, another one we're doing here is the leg swings like so. Don't want to be cranking the back and the core like that. You just want to be nice and slow. Oh, see, this requires a little bit of balance too. Holding on to the wall is, like I said, your best friend is at times. So just some nice light swings like that. Get the hip socket nice and warmed up. Switch over. Whoop. Switch over to the other side. Even my balance is going a little bit today. And, this is something you can even improve upon in the warm-up, is trying to, get yourself away from the wall. Like, try to make it so, say today you need to use a wall a little bit. Try to aim for tomorrow or Wednesday to not use the wall as much. And then Friday, not use the wall at all. Just setting tiny little goals like that is really important, guys. All right. On to the next one, T-spine rotation. Start with your hands out in front like this. Bringing the arm back, watching it with your eyes, and then coming forward. I know how hunched over all you guys are and how tight that mid-back, upper spine is. So I'm trying to get you out of this and back in to the not correct posture, but the more optimal posture for you guys. So just bring this back, watch it with the eyes, come forward. Watch with the eyes, come forward. You should feel it right in the side right here and a little bit in the back as well. Just give me one more on each side real quick, guys. Come back. All right, and the next one we got, starting with the neck circle. So don't want you guys to work outside of your range of motion. Just nice and light, little light rotations like this. Switch it up and go the other way. Like I said, just trying to get you out of that desk position or desk job posture that a lot of people experience on the daily. I know, being at school, myself included, I'm in a chair for most of the day, so this helps me as well as you guys. So we're glad to be here to help. All right, now going from side to side. So look to the left, look to the right. Find a spot with your eyes and track it each way. So spot, just like so. Give yourself a goal and let the brain organize around it. Now up and down, so down, up, just like so. Nothing too crazy on this beautiful Monday afternoon. All right. Now, last one of the warm-up, we're going to do some arm circles like so. So we can do little guys, Mr. Miyagi, window, swishy swashy, wash the windows, or do a little bit bigger like so. Whatever one feels better for you guys. And if you guys do have any questions about the One Love or the yearly challenge that we are doing, please message us. We're just trying to get as many yards as possible. This is a really good cause. We want to bring as much awareness as we can to it as possible. All right, so you guys keep doing the arm circles. I'm going to get ready for the set. So the first thing we're doing, we're going to go with the traditional bent over, reaching to the ground. Same thing, coming up like this. But now we're going to transition you. It's the same exact movement except for laying on the ground. We're going to try to get you down to be doing the bridges like so. So I'm going to demonstrate that. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So hips in line with your armpits, pressing up like this. Oh, don't mind the creaking of the floor. Pressing up like this, keeping that nice straight line. We're doing that for another 15 seconds. But remember, if you guys aren't really comfortable getting to the ground, you don't really like the idea of it, totally fine. We can just do the reaches to the ground like so. We're stopping those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Good job, guys. All right. Next one, going back to the snow angels. Same thing with this. We're going to try to get you away from doing the standing version like this. We're going to try to get you to a bent over version like so. Get a little bit more gravity resistance. Makes it a little bit harder, and there's more muscle activation for you. So it's just all around better. We're trying to get you to that. But if you can't do that, you can do them from the standing still. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, guys, we're trying to get you into this position. And eventually, once you are able to do this position for a good period of time, we do want you to be able to come down the floor like so. That is the ultimate goal of this. But we know everyone is very individualized, and it takes time. Some people can take longer than others. That's totally fine. Just work with where your ability is right now. And we're stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right. Next one, moving on to the lateral raises. So this is the same old jam as last week. This one's just a really good fundamental movement pattern. Getting some horizontal, press, I guess, but just getting some good shoulder, ab, and adduction in here. Got another 10 seconds, but remember, if you guys need to make it a little bit harder, grab some weights, some resistant, and do it with 3, 1, and begin. So bring them up. And I always say this, I know I sound like a broken record, but that's okay. Work within your range of motion. So my range of motion, just about there before I start to compensate a little bit. And that's okay. So my range of motion is mine. Yours is going to be different. So you're only here, totally fine. As long as we're making improvements by the day or even by the week, that's all that matters. Don't got to be worried about anyone else's improvement besides your own. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, guys. The next one we got 2 variations of this. So we're gonna the easier variation. If you guys aren't comfortable with the second one, there's a little more stability in it. Is just touching your toes. Very similar to the hinge pattern, but you're getting a little core and a little reaching activation, or core activation from the reaching. So touch the toes, and the harder variation, touching the toes like so. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So guys, try out this one first. See how this feels, and if you feel like that's way too easy, you try these ones. You don't have to touch your toes, as you see. I'm only touching my shins. It's just we want that stability aspect and that core aspect a little bit in there. So you can hold it at the top for a second if you'd like. Hold it at the top. Or just do a touch and come back down. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, guys. All right, halfway through the first set. Good job. Stick with me here. Glad you guys are joining in today on this beautiful Monday, wherever you may be joining me from. Whether it's across the country, across the state, or across the street, I'm glad you guys are here. All right, next one we got is the squats. So, as always, just think as if you're sitting down in a chair. We're going to be starting those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So, if you can only go down to about like right here, and then you start shaking a little bit, you don't feel comfortable, you feel like you're going to fall over, come back up. Totally fine. Work within your range of motion. Same thing if you want to come down here, only go half, come back up. And for anyone else able to do the fulls, good job. And if those of you joining in still can't, don't worry. We will get you there, okay? I don't want you to feel some type of way about that. Stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right, on to another basic fundamental movement pattern here. Doing the press again. So remember, You can do the wall press if you don't want to get on the floor, that's totally fine. So the farther back your feet, the harder it's going to be. The closer you are, the easier. Remember, I want you guys to keep yourself away from the wall. Push down like so, and pretend like it really stinks and push yourself away. Just like that. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. And same thing with the ground. If that's a little bit too easy, but the leg extend push-ups are a little bit too hard, you can do it from the knees like so. And I want you guys to really focus on coming down slow. And remember, you don't want hands all the way out here or way out like that. Shoulder width apart, just like so, and come down nice and easy. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go, guys. Good job. All right, the next one's another one of the classics, bringing it back. Like I said, we're always trying to switch out the movements so we can give you a lot of variations. One week we'll be doing one, another week a different one, just trying to give you guys as much variations as possible. So we're doing the ITYs today, except they're going to be bent over. So remember, I, Y, T. We're starting that in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So I, Y, T, T, Y, I, Y, T, just like that. I know it really makes it, I've said this before, damn, I really do sound like a broken record, but that's all right. If you give yourself a cadence like that, it helps your brain coordinate around that rhythm, so it makes it much easier to do when you have that cadence, opposed to talking like I am. Stopping in 2, 1, and done. There we go, guys. Good job, good job. All right, so for this one, there's going to be 2 versions of this. If you can't do the first, totally fine. We're going to see how these are today. We're going to do some inchworms. So if you can get to the ground like so, I want you to walk out just a little bit and then come back up. If you can't do that, we're going to do knees to hands like so. Starting with that in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So the whole focus of this is try to control the core, control the whole body, and then be able to bring yourself back up like so. If it's a little bit too hard, try bending your knees a little bit. But again, if you guys don't feel comfortable doing this, we can just do the knees to hands like so. And you can make this one harder, remember, by going a little bit faster like so. So I'm going to keep doing these for another 3, 2, 1, and stop. There we go, guys. This one's killing me today. I don't know if it's because it's hot in my apartment or if I'm hot. Just kidding. It's definitely not me being hot. All right, next one we're moving on to. Back to the reaches to the ground. So remember, we're going to try to get you guys, if you're comfortable with doing it, down on the ground, doing the bridges like so. If you guys still aren't comfortable doing that, we're just going to do the good old-fashioned reaches. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, reaching down to the ground. Give yourself something to pick up. Helps a lot. Helps the brain coordinate around the task. So pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. And remember, a good way to get yourself into a nice natural alignment of the spine. Hands on the hips, push into the knees. Look at that. Lines be nice and good. And now, just do them like that with that reference point. Your brain loves reference points. Stopping in 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. There we go. I apologize for me talking over sometimes. I'm not used to back to the 30 seconds. I like that little extra 10 seconds I got to talk. So, all right, next one. Back to the snow angels. And remember, we really want you guys, if you can, to get into this bent over position. Do the snow angels like so. And remember, eventually we will get to the point where we're doing them on the ground like this. So I'll be starting with these ones in 3, 2, 1, and begin. And all you want to do if you're doing these, if you're following along with these ones with me, is keep your arms high off the ground as you can. Touch the hands together, bring them back, touch the thighs. It's the only thing I want you guys thinking about. Is your brain is extremely smart, and it will coordinate a lot better as long as you don't try to tell it exactly what muscles to activate. Just give it a goal of the task, and it'll coordinate around that. Who's stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. If you ever hear me talking about something and I'm running through really fast and you want a deeper explanation, shoot it in the chat. At the end of the video, I'll respond in more depth, or you can message us on our social medias, and I will give you a nice, long, in-depth explanation in the direct messages. So on to the next one, the lateral raises. So just same as usual, bringing them up. And if you have any weights, go ahead and grab them. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, if you are able to grab the weights, go ahead. It's totally fine. But if you don't feel like you're there yet, just keep on doing the body weight, and we will get you there eventually. It's going to be a couple weeks. Hey, doesn't matter how long it is, as long as you behind that screen are improving every day. That's all we care about here. Improving and making you a better version of yourself. All right, we still got a couple more seconds here, guys, so hang with me. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right. So now I got a little more extra time to talk. How's everyone doing today? See a couple of you in here with me. I hope you guys are all doing great. Thank you for joining in. Remember to check out that link in the description for the Yeardley and the One Love challenge that we are doing. Well, Yeardley challenge by One Love. Toe touches starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So remember, we can come down like this. Get a little bit of that torsion, a little bit of that twist, and the hinge is a combination of both. Or we can do these. And remember, just because I'm doing them, touching my toes, doesn't mean you have to. If you can only do that and you don't feel comfortable leaning, you feel like you might be a little off balance, totally fine. Just touch your toes. If you only get your leg up to here, that's totally fine. Just bring your hand down and touch. But, stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job. See, I'm really not used to that 10 seconds yet. My apologies, guys. All right. Next one we got are the squats. So pretend you got a chair behind you. All you're doing, sitting down and standing up. The only difference between sitting down and standing up as a squat is the name of the squat. It's anatomically the same thing. We just put a funky name on it, and now we have different ways to do it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So sit down, stand back up. Sit down, stand back up. Nothing too crazy about this, guys. Remember, if you want to make it a little easier, only come down a quarter or come down a half if that's what your range of motion is. Or if you want to make it harder, do a nice 10-second all the way down. This is going to be 10 seconds, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Hold it for a second and then come back up. Stopping knees in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go, guys. Good job. We are halfway through. Pat yourself on the back. Get a drink of water if you need it. I know I do. Take a little relaxation break here. We got another 15 seconds. And we will be moving on to the pressing pattern. So remember, away from the wall, come down. Ooh, that smells bad. Push away. Just like that, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, as I said last time, if the wall push-ups are a little too easy, but the regular ones are a little too hard, from the knees like this. And also, you can get a nice, real slow emphasis on the way down. Coming back up. And if both of those are still a little bit too hard, the isometric press. Bring your body an inch off the ground and just hold it for about 5 seconds. Then pause and repeat. Stopping in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Whew. A little splinter there. See, I told you this carpet smells. I gotta clean it, man. Man and woman, whoever may be watching. All right. Next one, we're back to the ITYs. Remember, just trying to get some good shoulder range of motion in today. Good posterior chain. Get all those shoulder muscles working. Bending over like so. T, Y, I, and then running it back through just like that. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's get it. T, Y, I, Y, T, T, Y, I. And even if you do a clap like that, your body really likes rhythm like that, so it'll help you coordinate the movement the way it should be instead of messing up like I just did and going Y's, T's, I's, or something like that. T's, Y's, I's. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. All right, on to the last one of this set. Then one more, and you guys can get out of here if you so choose. But remember, we are doing, all of us do back-to-back sessions after our first session, so I will be back on once I'm done with this one to give you guys another great half hour of this free virtual bodyweight training with your favorite trainer there is. Don't tell the other ones. Next one we're doing is the knee raises, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, bring your knees up like this, or you can make it a little faster or slower. Hold it for a second. But remember, the other version we're doing are the inchworms, like this. If those are just a little bit too easy, bring yourself down to whatever level you're comfortable with, and then bring yourself back up. So down like so, back up like so. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. All right, only got one more time through, and you can get out of here. Unless, like I said, you want to come back and see my beautiful face. Well, my face. Again, I wouldn't call it beautiful, but when I come back and see my face again, I'll be here for another half hour. Well, more like 35 minutes, but still, I'll be here getting another great workout with you guys. All right, starting back up at the top of the set again. So, do the bent over, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Touch the ground, come back up, and like I said, get something you can grab there. I know some of you might be wondering, why are we doing this over and over again every week? Because this is one of the fundamental movement patterns, and you gotta have consistency to improve upon that movement pattern. If we only did this movement pattern once a month, you guys aren't really gonna get anything out of it. Consistency is key. Remember that, guys. Stop it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get yourself talking enough, you'll forget where the foam roller is and miss it just like I did. All right, next one. And this is the same thing with the snow angels and the lateral raises and the squats and the press. Always going to be pretty much the same thing. We just want to strengthen that movement pattern because it's something that you do every day, whether you realize it or not. Overhead shoulder range of motion or squatting or hinging, anything like that. So starting with those in 3, 2, 1, and go. Bent over snow angels just like so. Because obviously, you guys may not ever do it from this exact position, but having the ability to reach overhead like so is very, very needed. It is something that we do almost every single day. So just another reason why you guys should be tuning in, giving us, or, tuning in and watching us. We support you, you support us. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and done. There we go. All right, sorry I'm rambling a little bit today. A little bit too much coffee, I guess. All right, so we're going on to the next one in lateral raises again. So remember, if you guys have anything you can strap on your hands, got some dumbbells that aren't going to blow your shoulder out when you try to pick them up, or anything like that, just go ahead and grab it if you feel like you can and want to. Start with those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Bring them up, just like so. Remember, I don't want the lower back arching like that. I don't want you to think about your lower back, but if your arms start to get up too high, no need for that. You're not, there's no competition against anyone else. You're just competing against yourself. So, like I've said about 3 times today, from 4, maybe 5 or 6, you're only competing against yourself. So every day improvement is what matters the most. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job. On to the next one. Perfect. Doing good on time here, guys. The next one, doing the toe touches. Remember, we're trying to make this really modifiable, so you can come down and just touch the toes. The farther apart you stand, the harder it's going to be. You're going to feel more in the posterior chain a little bit, which is just your back. But remember, you want to make it a little bit harder. Do them like this, get a little more core. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Come up. And same thing with the stance on this. You want to stand a little bit wider apart. We'll make it a little bit harder. Not going to make it too crazy hard, but just a little bit. Get a little bit more hip. You feel your hip a little bit more. And remember also, all I want you guys to focus on is touching your shin or touching your toe. Don't focus on specific muscle activation as always. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Good job, guys. Moving on to the next one. That's going to be the squats, whether it's a quarter squat, half squat, full squat, or jump squat, which I did not demo yet, which I will during this round. It's all about whatever your range of motion is, guys. I've said it a million times. I got to stop saying that I've said it a million times because you guys already know that. But you get the gist. Starting with those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and squat. / sit down. Stand up. Whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. As long as you know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters. If you guys go ahead and put a chair behind you, do a couple of them, and take the chair away, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The only difference is you can trust your body to lean back like that once you're in a chair, because obviously there's no back to a chair here. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Good job, guys. Whew. Squats get me going. Hard to talk in the middle of those, but hey, Tony Horton did it, the P90X guy, so I'm going to have to get to that caliber at some point here. All right, next one we're doing, back to the floor / wall press. And even if you're on an edge like this, that's totally fine. If that's the only thing you have, you have a pillar, you can use that too. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So for the regular one, or the feet extended, I want you guys to come down nice and slow in an arcing motion. So when you're coming down, you're kind of pushing your body forward, pushing it back. Pushing your body forward, pushing it back. Your shoulder wants to work in this range of motion, right? It doesn't want to work coming straight down on top of you like that. It wants to be able to have a little bit of sway forward and sway back. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. Good job. Only got 2 more left in the cool down. And then you can stop looking at my face, which I know may be a really good thing for some of you guys. What you've been wanting to do the whole time. But hey, thank you for sticking with me either way. Going back to the ITYs and from the bent over position or from the floor, whichever one's easier for you guys. Gonna be starting those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. Oh, whoopsies. T, Y, I, Y, T. Just like that. Nothing crazy. Like I said, remember you can clap at the bottom of each one to kind of imprint that on your brain, that this is what the coordination pattern you want to do right now is. And you can also do these from the ground if you'd like. I know it's a little late to give that demonstration, but stopping this in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, guys. All right. Almost done here. Last move. Get a little bit more of a core activation in here. Getting you guys heart rate up. I know mine is right now. So that's what we're trying to do here, guys. Crack some jokes, make you laugh, get the heart rate up. All in a good day's work, right? All right, starting with those inchworms or knee raises in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember the harder version, if you can get to this position right here comfortably, is to walk out just a little bit and walk yourself back in. Walk out and then walk yourself back in. Remember, if those are a little bit too hard, all you got to do is the knee raises like so. Hold it for a second. Hold it for a second. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and bam! We are done with the workout today, guys. Good job. Stick with me for a cool down. Get your body back into that nice rest and digest state so you can get all the beautiful benefits of this workout that we put together for you today. So first thing we're going to do, keeping it simple, keeping it consistent. Just going to do some slaps like so. Give yourself a big hug. You deserved it. All right, this is a deload week, but hey, I don't care. You guys still deserve it. You're with me. You're watching this, whether you're watching it right now at 5, 6 o'clock, whatever it is, on Monday, or you're watching it during the restream. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you could make it. Give yourself a big hug. You made it through the first workout. All right. Remember, you can do them like this, or just hug yourself like I was. You can also do shakeouts like this. You shake your arms out a little bit. We did every day is pretty heavy on the upper body, some your shoulders, more importantly. So just shake them out. Get some good sensation in there. Some more blood flow in there. Make you feel all right after this workout. Next one we're doing. It's getting towards the end of April, so I'm not going to be able to use this anymore, but hey, it's April. You just stepped in a puddle. Now you got to shake that water off. That's all I want you to do, guys. You can shake it out right in front of you like so, or to the side. And remember, if you need some extra balance, grab onto your good friend, Mr. Wall, or Mr. Balcony, or Mr. Couch or bed, wherever you guys may be, and just give a nice little shake out like so. Nothing too crazy. And also, if you guys really want to, you can just touch the ground and come back up. Nice little dynamic leg stretch like that. Not trying to do anything crazy. And this is more of a straight leg, like so. Feet together, get a little bit more of a hamstring. Get some more sensation in there. Get a little tight during this workout. It might help you a little bit. It may not, but hey, it's whatever works best for you guys. So do a little bit more of those kickouts there. You can also do the leg swings. Nice and light like so. Nothing too crazy. And switch sides. All right. Perfect. So last, not really a movement, even though breathing is a movement, but last portion of this is going to be just some diaphragmatic breathing or just some nasal breathing, whatever you want to call it. Don't got to put a fancy word on it. Just call it breathing. So all we're going to do here is breathe in through the nose. So big deep breath and then out through the mouth. What I want you guys to focus on is making sure that your inhale is considerably shorter than your exhale. So your exhale should be about 4 to 8 seconds, and your inhale should be about 2 to 4 seconds. And that's going to activate that vagus nerve, which is going to help you get back into that rest and digest state. Because if you're not in that state after a workout, your body still perceives as if you are in a stressful situation, which is exactly what working out is. It's a form of stress. So when your body is stressed like that, it puts you in the fight or flight state where your body's not going to be able to get active or get the right amount of recovery, pretty much. You're not going to get into that same recovery state. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get all the benefits from this workout. So keep on doing a couple more. Big in the nose. Out of the mouth, just like that. This is also good if you guys are in any amount of just mental stress as well. If you guys just do some, I'm a huge proponent of breathing and doing breathing drills. If you guys just take a couple minutes every day to just sit down and breathe and think with your own thoughts in your head, it can do you some wonders. So, like I said, I'm about to hop off and I'm going to start my other stream here in a second. So I will see you guys on the other stream. I thank all of you for word vomit all day today. I thank all of you for tuning in, and we really appreciate the support and love. And don't forget to check out the description to go find the Yeardley yards challenge that we are participating in. And you can participate in too, and we will shout you out. So don't forget to go check that out, guys. All right, I'll see you.